Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today we're bringing you the finale for our Brute gameplay using the Better Bot project. When we left off, the game was very close. The scores were all right there bunched together. And so we're gonna finish it off today and see where we end up. I've got a pretty good chance of winning. This is the best chance I've had against 3 opponents. So I'm pretty excited. Let's see if I can pull it off. Let's get back down the table and see what happens. Hey everybody, real quick, I also want to let you know before we get into the rest of the video about a contest going on for this t-shirt right here from Mr. Meeple. Check the link in the description below for the contest entry, and you've got until about the end of March 2019 to get your entries in, and hopefully you can win this t-shirt from Mr. Meeple. And if you haven't checked them out before, definitely go check out their website. It's pretty awesome. Okay, to the video. All right, so here we go. Here are my supporters. We need to figure out, we need to just put more sympathy on the board, and until one finally sticks. All right, so first let's start, we'll do this mouse supporter and put this up here. Oops, hold on. So we're gonna get some sympathy up here. So that'll give me 1 victory point. And then from there, let's spread to the rabbit clearing over here. So that's another victory point. And let's drop down into that fox clearing down here. I'm using 3 because we have the 3 Erie down there. So fox clearing down there. I'm sorry, I'm using 2 because we have the fox clearing. I think I said I used 3. All right, so that's another victory point. So that again puts me in the lead, which is gonna make me a target for the robot raccoon, but hopefully at least one of those will stick by the time it's over. And I still have this in my supporters, which we'll leave there for now. So then let's move on to the daylight. Now, let's see. I could craft. This I can't craft because there's no more boots up here. All right, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and mobilize that. So that goes to supporters. So craftable are just these 2 actually. And obviously this one's worth more victory points, so we'll craft this one, which gets me the tea kettle and 2 victory points. Puts me at 15. And I can't do both because you can only use each sympathy token once per round to craft. And so that's my only mouse, or the only mouse clearing that has a sympathy token, so I can't use it again to craft this. So I think I have 2 cards in supporters. I think I'm going to drop all these down in there because I need to be as versatile as possible right now with my supporters until I get a base on the board. And then finally I draw a card for the end of my turn. Got ambush, which doesn't do me any good against bots, but it is a mouse suit. All right, so now let's see what the robot raccoon's gonna do. Here we go, we've got a mouse. So now the crossbow is already built, so he's not going to craft that. And the mouse path of actions is quest, aid, battle, and repair. All right, so first, he's gonna move to the closest clearing, matching the quest card. It is a rabbit card, so this clearing down here, which exhausts 1 of his items. And then to complete the quest, he'll have to exhaust 2 more items. And that does exhaust guard duty and gets him 2 victory points, which bumps him up to 13. Next up is aid. And in that clearing, the Erie have 1 item for sale, so he'll exhaust 1 item in order to take this item, this boot, from the Erie. And that is his 12th item, so he's now fully charged up as far as battling goes. Now, let's make sure we read this right. So for each item taken, gain 1 victory point. So one for him, while the opponent would draw a card, but because the Eerie is a bot, the Eerie simply gains a victory point as well. So that puts the raccoon at 14 and the Eerie at 12. And the opponent with the least victory points is not in that clearing because that would be the marquee, so they're not there. All right, so next up is battle. Move to the closest clearing with pieces belonging to the player in the lead, which is, of course, up here. Again, that exhausts an item, and then it exhausts another one to battle. Now he moves into a clearing with me, so I draw a card and then draw another one because he's about to take out my sympathy token, but that gives me these two right here. So he takes this sympathy token out, which gives him a victory point, makes him tied for the lead with me at 15. And finally, repair. Well, he doesn't have anything to repair, so nothing to worry about there. And then he'll go ahead and unexhaust 4, but then because he has no damaged items, 2 more. All right, so now for the marquee, we have a fox, nothing to craft, so battle in a fox clearing. So potential fox clearings here, I think this is the only one. So all right, so 1 damage to the marquee because of that, and then they can only deal 1 damage because there's only one of them there. And I think, hold on, let me make sure that they would be targeting the player with the most pieces. Yep, so they do target the Eerie there. All right, so now recruit 4, which would be 1, 2, and 3. And then this last one would go up here because this is clearing priority number 1 up here. Then we're going to build a sawmill. These two have the most pieces, so the higher priority clearing is up here, so that's where that goes. And move. All right, so we'll move. These 2 places have more than 3, so first this one will move, and they move to adjacent clearing with the most enemy pieces first, which would be here. And this one, there's 4 here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, sorry. 1, 2 there, and 1, 2, 3, 4 there. So the highest priority clearing, this is 7, and that's 10. So he's going down there. And then he scores points, gets 1 victory point because he has 1 sawmill out on the board. And that puts him at 11, still in the rear. All right, and finally the Eerie. Eerie are starting to get really powerful here too with as many roosts as they've got out on the board. They're drawing a rabbit here. Oh, and they do have something they can craft as well. So there's a pile of coins, which gives them 1 victory point, brings them to 13. I'm going to slip that under there. All right. So let's see. Let's do the recruiting first. So first in a mouse clearing, we're going this one and this one. So most enemy pieces makes it the priority, so definitely this one up here. And then recruit 2 to a rabbit clearing. This is still the only one with a roost down here. And then 3 to the clearing with the most enemy pieces. And a roost, obviously, so this one up here. All right, so let's move from a mouse clearing. We need to leave. They only move if they can move and still rule the clearing. So this one, they can do that. So they would move from here. Let's see. Here and here are the possible options, and it's with the most enemy pieces, right? Or I'm sorry, least enemy pieces. Okay, so here. All right, and then from the rabbit clearing, so now all of these, leaving behind 2, are going to go here. See, now technically this doesn't have a roost. Well, it doesn't matter. They're not tied. This has less enemy pieces. But something I'm curious about, this doesn't have a roost, but they also can't build a roost there because the keep prevents anything other, no tokens can be placed there other than marquee tokens, but it doesn't matter. They're going to go down here because the least number of enemy pieces are here, so that's fine. And then with the birds again, the bird cards, this is the only spot they can move from actually, because they have to leave 3 behind, and 3 would still control it because the Eerie are the only ones where if they're tied, they're still in control. So where are these 3 going to move to? They can move here. They could move, so here. Basically, okay, they can move to any of them. So which one of the adjacent spaces has the least enemy pieces? This one has 3, 1, okay. 1. No, there's a roost here, so they wouldn't go here. So 1. These 3 are going to go right back up here. All right. So now mouse clearings for a battle. Both mouse, oh no, this one right here. This is the one. There's no roost there, so that's where they're going to battle. Nothing happens, okay? Rabbit clearing, we've got this one and this one, so definitely up here. All right, the marquee gets taken out. And then, so for the bird column, clearings that have our guys but no roost would be here, here, and here. Our guys, the Eerie, here, here, and here. All right, so then it's defenseless buildings where there are none. So then it's clearing with the lowest priority, which is this one. This is 12. 1 marquee gets taken out. And then finally, the marquee are going to score. Oh, wait, they got to build. I forgot to build that part of this. Build a roost in the highest priority clearing. They rule 12, 11. I think this is 10, right? And so this is the one. There we go. All right, and so now they score 5 points. So at the end of another round, they are now at 18. They have pulled ahead. And you can see how dangerous they get really quick. Not even really quick, it's kind of a slow burn, but regardless, they are definitely up there. I mean, if we don't do something, next time it'll be 6, and the next time 7 points. But fortunately, we are going to be able to do something because I'm finally able to take part in a revolt. And I actually am going to take part in 2 revolts because once I'm out of the board, I am not going anywhere. All right, so first, let's revolt in this mouse clearing up here. I'm going to spend a bird and a mouse to do it. And so when you revolt, first thing is you spend 2 supporters, which you saw I did that, matching the sympathetic clearing. Remove all enemy pieces there. So these 2 pieces get gone. And these 2 pieces get gone, which means I score 2 points for each of those. Or not, I'm sorry, 2 points total. That brings me to 17. And then I place the matching base, which of course is the mouse base. And then warriors equal the total number of matching sympathetic clearings. Well, I only have that one, so I just get the 1 warrior. And then I put a warrior in the officer's box. So I've got 2 officers now. And I'm not stopping there. We're going to go, oh wait. I thought I had a, oh, here we go. I picked up my handy cards instead of my supporters. Okay, yes. All right, and I'm not stopping there. Now we've got the bird and a rabbit, which is going to revolt here. So these 2 marquee are killed. And this workshop is killed or is destroyed, which gives me another victory point, puts me at 18. And I place out the rabbit base and a warrior here and a warrior in the officer's box. I think I actually will go ahead and use this final supporter to spread sympathy down here, which gives me 1 more victory point, puts me at 19. Back in the lead now, so the robot raccoon is going to be focused on me yet again, but what can you do? Now that's going to end my bird song phase. So now we'll go to daylight. And I might have missed. No, I don't think so. I was thinking I might have missed when somebody moved into one of my sympathetic clearings, but I think nobody moved around up here. I don't think so. I don't think I missed drawing any cards. So let's see what we've got here. We don't have anything really. That's definitely going to mobilize. Brutal tactics. should I hold on to this with the possibility of trying to use it next? Like, brutal tactics is a pretty cool thing here. In battle, an attacker may deal an extra hit. As an attacker may deal an extra hit, but a defender scores 1 point. And this, I can't craft that, so that's definitely mobilizing. I think I'm going to mobilize this as well, actually, and I'll show you why. I'd like to maybe spread sympathy here next time, because if I do it next time, it's definitely going to have to be a mouse, because I'm already going to be required to use 2 supporters for my next sympathy token. So that would be for here, because I have 2 mouse cards already, 2 mouse supporters. But I'm going to need a 3rd supporter because there's 3 marquee here. And if that remains, then I need a 3rd supporter to come here. So I think putting the bird card into my supporters stack is a good idea. All right, so now evening. All right, so military options. We could move, recruit, battle, or organize. I could do up to 3 times because I have that many officers. I have 3 officers. Okay. Oh, actually, check this out. I'm going to recruit twice and just move down into here because I want to try to protect that sympathy token. And this also, I think, is the most likely spot that somebody might move to, like from here maybe. And if I lose a base, that could be very, very damaging to me. So I want to try to protect that base a bit. Okay, so that'll be the end of my turn. Now, you can see that these 2 are uncovered now, so I actually get to draw 3 cards at the end of my turn now. And we've got, all right, there we go. All right, we've got a bird card, nothing to craft. So explore, quest, aid, and battle. So first is explore. They're going to spend 1 to explore right here, and they got another item from there. They are stacked. It's up to 13 items now, where that of course is gone. So all the ruins are covered now. And oh, I never drew another quest card. This is the current quest card, all right. So expel bandits in a rabbit clearing. So the vagabond needs to go to the nearest rabbit clearing, which will be here. Flip another item. And then flip 2 items to complete the quest. And gain 2 victory points, puts him at 17. His new quest will be give a speech in a rabbit clearing. Now for aid. In this clearing, there is the Eerie does have 1 item right there. So both the Vagabond and the Eerie gain 1 victory point. That puts the Eerie at 19 and the Vagabond at 18. And then finally, battle. So who's in the, oh, the Eerie's in the lead now. They're tied with me. But let's see. Hold on. Let me do a little research real quick. Sorry about that, y'all. I was doing all that off the screen. But so they need to battle now. And myself and the Eerie are tied for the lead. So when 2 players are tied for the lead, the Robot Raccoon breaks the tie in setup order, and the Eerie sets up before the Woodland Alliance. So they're going to get attacked finally. All right, now this is going to be up to 3 hits, and it's going to be an automatic 1 extra hit by the Robot Raccoon. Oh my gosh. Okay, check this out. So the Raccoon does get 1 damage. So 1 damaged item, but he just dealt 4 damage to the Eerie. So all 3 of those guys are gone. And this roost is gone. That means the Robot Raccoon just gained 4 victory points, putting him at 22. He is definitely in the lead now. That was a brutal attack. All right, now this gets discarded, of course. And then we're going to refresh 4. All right, and then what does it say? In the forest, repair all items, otherwise repair 1. All right, so 1 gets repaired. There we go. And now for the marquee. All right, they've got mouse, So battle in mouse clearings. All right, so let's look here. Mouse clearing, mouse clearing. And it's going to be in priority order, right? Defenders to play with the most pieces. Okay, so right here. Oh, I'm sorry. They're going to battle. I hope I haven't been messing this up. I don't think it mattered up to this point. I don't know. I might have messed this up, y'all. They battle in all clearings matching that order card. All right, so I apologize if I messed this up earlier. So every mouse clearing that a battle could take place in, it will. So we'll start with the highest order right here, okay? And, well, just one damage because there's only one marquee there. And then up here. Oh, the marquee lose 2, but so do the Eerie. And now they're going to recruit 4. Let's see. Here, they can't recruit here because they don't control that clearing. So the only other mouse clearing is this one. So then we'll split the other 2 amongst those 2 as well. And build. We've got 4 here. Yep, so it'll be this clearing. And move to there, most enemy pieces. And then they have 3 recruiting stations on the board, so go to 14. Now the Eerie gets a rabbit card. All right, so first let's recruit. Mouse clearing with a roost. I think this is the only one. Yep. And then 3 in a rabbit clearing, which would be up here. And then 3 in the clearing with the most enemy pieces. So now move from mouse clearing. They have to leave 1 behind. And they're going to the clearing with with no roost with the least enemy pieces. So definitely here. Then for the rabbit clearing, they've got to leave 3 behind. And no roost. No roost. This one has the least enemy pieces, so they'll come down here. Now they're going to move for the bird column, move from clearing with the most, with the highest priority. This is 12, so that's definitely higher. So they'll move from there. They've got to leave behind 3, and they'll move here. So now let's battle first in a mouse clearing. And in this case, it is a matching clearing. Now, I'm not sure that it matters though, so I think it's this one. Yep, that's the only one. Take out that marquee. Now rabbit, which is going to be this one. Ooh, so they all get wiped out because the Vagabond does 1 extra hit up to, it's 3, but then +1. Then they also dealt 3 damage to the Vagabond, so he just got 3 of his items damaged. Okay. All right, I'm a big fan of that. But, except he took out 4, right? So he got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, 4. 26, that's where he's at. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's only when he's the attacker. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, thank goodness. Okay, when he's the attacker, he gets 1 victory point per piece. So we're good there. Okay. So that was the rabbit clearing. So they have 1 more battle to do. So this is the bird column. So let's make sure we get this right. Clearings without a roost. Actually, this is the only one. So it has to be here. All right. So the marquee loses 2 and the Eerie loses 1. Now I need to build, and the only place they can build is that fox clearing with all of the Eerie there. Okay. And finally score points. They'll score 4 points. Puts them at 23, right? Yeah. All right. And now for my turn. Let's see. Here's my supporters currently. Let's look at I think this is the only mouse clearing possible. So we are going to go ahead and push into there. I need to use all 3 of these cards to do it. This sympathy token is actually worth 2 points now because we have that many on the board. So that'll get me to 21. All right, so moving into daylight. Let's look at what we've got here. Scouting party. As attacker in battle, you are not affected by ambush guards. I don't need that. That doesn't happen with the bots, so that's going to go ahead and be mobilized. In battle, may discard this card to ignore all rolled hits taken. That could be very useful. Now right here, I need any 4 sympathy tokens. In Birdsong, may discard this card to score 1 point per clearing you rule. That could be very powerful and worthwhile. Oh, on the other hand, if I put both of these into the, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. If I put both of these into my supporters stack, mobilize both of these, then I can use that to have a revolt here in the Fox clearing, get all 3 of my bases on the board. I think that's going to be more worthwhile. That's what we're going to do. Okay. So moving on into military operations, I've got 3 military operations I can do. I think I'm going to move and then organize, which means I remove this guy from the board and instead put out a sympathy token right here, which will gain me 2 victory points. It ties me with the lead again at 23. So that's 2 of my military actions. Military operations. I will then recruit up here again just to try to maintain a presence there. Then I need to draw 3 cards. And here we go. Ooh, got that. Oh, that would be 3 points. Love that. Do I have 2 rabbit clearings? I do have 2. As long as this stays on the board, I'll have 2 rabbit clearings. Good chance that won't stay on the board though. I don't have 2 foxes. So anyway, all right, so moving on to the robot raccoon. So he drew a rabbit card. So that's going to be battle, repair, and then special. All right, so battle, I am in the lead, tied with the Erie, so he's going for the Erie. All right, so priority, so he's going to go after the Erie, and he can go here or here, but he goes to the one with the most pieces. Is that right? Or the most tokens? Priority is clearing with the most tokens. So both have the same number of tokens as far as the Erie goes, and then the least warriors. So he'll go here. All right. So exhaust 1 to go there, and now 1 to battle. Remember, he's getting +1 hit. So he got 2 hits. So he takes both these guys out. That'll be 2 victory points for him. And he did not get hit at all. Puts him in the lead at 24. So next up is repair, which says exhaust any item to repair 1 item. So we'll go ahead and do that. And it doesn't say to repeat it, so I'm thinking he only does it the 1 time. And then his special, which you can see the special here, hideout at the end of daylight, slip into the forest if more than 2 items are damaged. And he does have more than 2 damaged items. So let's see, where's he at? He's here. So that's clearing 7. He's going to slip into clearing B, or forest B, which is right there. Okay. We will refresh these 3. And then it says, if in the forest, repair all items. So that one gets repaired, as does that one. All right, so the marquee have the rabbit, nothing to craft. All right, so as far as the rabbit goes for battling, the marquee have nowhere to do that. Okay, so then we move on to recruit 4. We've got this clearing. Is that the only rabbit clearing they have? It is. So all 4 of these guys are going right down here. And then build in the clearing with the most people, which is clearly this one. However, it already has a building there and it's full. So, ooh, what do we do in that case? Oh, right. Okay. Sorry. I was thinking that it had to be a rabbit clearing. It does not have to be a rabbit clearing. Any clearing with the most people. So the next most would be 3. Here, here, and here. This is the only clearing that has any space available, so that's where that will go. Now to move all but 3. So these 4 guys are going to move, oh, up here. Look at this. This is just turning into a big mess up here. And we don't need to escalate because the building was built, and 2 victory points. The Marquis are just crawling along back here. I don't know if they're going to be able to catch up. All right, next up we have another bird card for the Erie. So first we need to recruit. So mouse clearing. Let's see, the Erie only has 3. They don't have a mouse clearing, so no recruiting there. They do have a rabbit clearing, and they get 3 recruits in the rabbit clearing. Okay. And then the bird clearing, I believe, isn't it with the most enemy units? Most enemy pieces, really. This has 5 enemy pieces. This one only has 2. This one has 1. So down here. That's getting a little crazy. All right, so after recruit, then we move. All right, so again, no mouse clearings to worry about. So then with the rabbit clearing right here, they're gonna have to leave 3 behind. And no roost here, no roost here. Least enemy pieces is over here. All right. That's a little concerning. And then with the birds, they're going to leave 4 behind. Actually, they'll leave 5 behind to maintain control. All right, and then let's look and see. No roost, no roost, no roost, no roost. Oh, and they're going to definitely go where their least number of enemy pieces. They're going down there. All right, so now battle in a mouse clearing. That's the only one, so that's definitely where they're battling. And remember, I have guerrilla combat tactics. Let's pop that up a little bit for you. I have guerrilla combat tactics, so I take the higher roll. Ooh, all right, so I lose 1, but they lose, well, I had 2 guys there, so they can't lose 3, they can lose 2 though. Next up, rabbit, which is here, so they're going to take out my sympathy token. So I'll draw a card, and I get a better burrow bank. And then with the bird column, again, the priority is clearings without roosts, which is here, because this one doesn't even have anybody to battle. So it's going to be up here. That's where they're fighting. So here we go again. All right, so they do no damage to me. I do 2 damage, well, 1 damage to them. Take that guy out. Okay, that worked out. I'm happy with that. And then they're going to build. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, they do have this one right here. Okay. They have 4 roosts out, so they gain 4 victory points, puts them at 27. Oh, actually, I forgot to give them a victory point for taking out my sympathy token, so they're at 28. Getting very close to the end of the game here, y'all. But that is the end of their turn. So my turn, let's see what we can do real quick. I still have my fox. Oh, yeah, here we go. All right, so we're going to revolt in that fox clearing, which means all these Erie get taken out, as well as their roost, which gives me a victory point, puts me at 24. My fox base gets put out. I have, that is my only fox clearing that I have sympathy in, so I just get 1 warrior put there, and then 1 warrior goes into my officer box, so I have 4 officers now. Really, that's probably the max you want, because you only have 10 total warriors. Once you get to 5 of 5, then it really limits your abilities out here, because you just don't have any guys on the board. At least that's been my experience. So I can't spread sympathy with just a single card, so now I got to move on to daylight. So let's look here. Let's see, we only have 1 rabbit clearing, so we can't do anything with that. We only have 1 fox clearing as well. Yeah, we have 2 mice clearings, but then 1 fox and 1 rabbit. So can't craft anything. I'm going to put my 2 mouse cards into the supporters. I'm going to mobilize them. I'm also going to mobilize this rabbit because I won't ever use the... Oop, come on. Sorry, y'all. I don't know why. There you go. So you can see I won't use that really. So I'm going to mobilize that card as well. I am going to keep this one though, because those victory points could be very valuable if the game hasn't ended. I mean, granted, there's a good shot we're not going to make it past another eerie turn, but we'll see. So now we're moving into... Actually, if this is going to be the final turn, it might be worth using that fox card to train one more officer and get the maximum number of turns, because then it'll be 5 officers. Okay, I think just because I think this is going to be the end of the game here, we're going to put the officer or the fox. We're going to train an officer with the fox using our fox base there. So now we have 5 officers. All right, so now moving into the evening, I might be able to pull this off here. Moving into the evening, we're going to just send our warriors out to organize. So 1, 2, take him off to organize, which throws this sympathy token out here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, take him off. It's 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I'm gonna be 1 short. And there's nothing I can do about it. Oh well, my last thing I'll do is I'll go ahead and recruit right here just so I don't leave that base undefended. Okay, well, I'm at 29. I think, unfortunately, that means I'm not going to quite pull this victory off, but let's see what happens. All right, so let's move on to the raccoon. The raccoon draws a bird card. So first things first is explore. We has nowhere else to explore, so we're going to ignore that. Next is quest. So the raccoon is going to go to the nearest rabbit clearing. I think he has to, can he move through the forest like that? Ultimately, it's the same thing. So we're going to say, so 1, 2. Even if he went 1, 2, it's the same thing. But that, so he's going to exhaust 2 items, and then 2 more for the quest. All right, so the give a speech in a rabbit clearing is done, and that gives him 2 victory points. Puts him at 26. And his new quest, not that he's ever going to get to it, is guard duty in a mouse clearing. After quest, he's going to aid, but there's nobody in. Oh wait, no, I'm in that clearing, and I do have something for him to take from me. So he's going to exhaust 1 to take that tea kettle from me, which gives. Oh no, hold on, wait. Let's see. Aid. For each item taken, gain +1 while the opponent draws a card. If I was a bot, I would have gotten a victory point, but I'm not. So I get a card. Yay. Okay. And then finally, oh, I do also get a card because he moved into my clearing. So there we go. And then finally, battle. So he exhausts 1 to take this out, which gives him a victory point. And then I gain a card because he took out my sympathy token. Okay. And that's the end of his turn. And after all that, he will have everything refreshed. The Marquis, get a rabbit, nothing to craft. So the Marquis, the only rabbit clearing is here, so they don't do any battle. And then they're going to recruit 4. And all of them will go right here. And they're going to build the clearing with the most, the clearing they control with the most warriors. Can't be here. Can't be here because they don't control that clearing. So it's going to be here again. So now they move all but 3. And again, it's going to go here. And they're going to score 3 points. 1, 2, 3. I'm really surprised at how far behind they're lagging, because in most games I've played, they're the ones that are really pushing up this way and are, right up near the end there. But all right, so now we're going to go on to the Eerie, and I have a feeling this will probably be the last turn of the game right here. So they have a fox. That's their first fox card all game. Oh, and guess what? No. Oh, you know what? It's only worth 1 victory point, though. They do get to craft that, but they only get 1 victory point because they're a bot. So that puts them at 29. My only hope is they go into turmoil here, which only occurs if they don't build a roost. So let's see what happens. So first, let's go through the recruiting. So in a fox clearing with a roost, and with the most enemy pieces, so definitely there. Mouse clearing with a roost right here. Rabbit clearing with a roost right here. They get 3. And normally they would get 4, but they only have 1 guy left to recruit, and he's going to go right here for sure. Then move. Start with the fox clearing. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're not leaving there. So instead, so the fox doesn't do anything. The mouse is here, and they're going to leave 1 behind and move to the clearing with no roost, the least enemy pieces. So right here. And then the rabbit, they're going to move from the clearing with the highest priority. This is priority 10. This is priority 3. So they're moving from here. They're going to leave 3 behind. Oh, my only hope is that this guy, when they attack him, if they attack him, that he kills them all. And then they won't put a roost there. So they're going to go from here to the clear. These 2 have no roosts, and this one has the least enemy pieces. So they're coming up here to me. And then with the bird column, that is going to be here, pretty sure. Because they have to leave 4 behind. And this is the only one where they could do that. So, yep, here, and let's see, no roost here and here. They're going to go here for sure. Okay? All right, so now we have to battle. So, fox clearing. Let's go in and do this. 3 and 3. So, Marquis loses 3. And the Erie loses 3. Now, in a mouse clearing, not there, obviously, it's going to be this one. Remember, I get the highest roll. So I take out both of their guys, and they take out my 1 guy. Rabbit clearing. Here and here. Uh-oh. Which one? Prioritize clearings without a roost. Oh, that has a roost, right. Okay, so it's definitely this one. So they dealt 3 damage to the vagabond, but he dealt 3 damage to them and took them out. Oh, but they're still going to be ruling that one. Well, hold on. Let's see what I think. I think the game is over, but it's possible. Hold on. So that was the rabbit. And now for the bird. Clearings without, prioritize clearings without roosts. This one, that's the only one, okay. But yeah, there's no way that I can take him out. They're gonna win. Here we go. All right. 0 and 0, so nobody dies, but they're still ruling that clearing. So they do manage to place this, which means they don't go into turmoil, which means they do score and hit 30. Oh, so close. So final score, Marquis 19, Vagabond 28, me 29, and the Erie 30. So there you go. That was so close. I was so close, just 1 point away. It was probably a move I could have made differently on my last turn maybe to get that extra point, and I just didn't see it. But I hope y'all have enjoyed this series. Please give me any tips, tricks, or let me know about any rules I messed up that I didn't already mention in the last video. I'm really enjoying Root. This is one that came in just about a month ago. I got it, and I've already gone past 10 plays of this game, and I'm very excited to have it and have thoroughly enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed this video series. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get notifications. You can support the channel in the description below. And until next time, if you're bored online, bored offline.